Hi superstars! In this video we'll be talking about real estate for beginners. This is a beginner's guide to real estate. As a beginner starting real estate in Nigeria, okay, be it you are acquiring a property for yourself or you're acquiring a property to resell later or you are acquiring property for someone, there are things you need to look out for so you don't make mistakes. So many people have acquired properties and over a period of time, it is demolished by government or other people. It is either acquired, it is confiscated or demolished by government due to negligence of these things I'm about to mention. So my superstars, you have to pay attention if you have plans to buy a land, property or get a property for someone. You need to look out for these tips before acquiring that property so you can have peace and enjoy your property. All right, my superstar, so you are welcome to Beginner's Guide to Real Estate. Over a period of time I'll be sharing with you different tips on real estate. All right, my superstars, let's get started. The first thing you need to look out for is to check if that property you want to buy is a government land. Every state in Nigeria has government lands assigned by government, left by government for government buildings later. So you need to check out to be sure that you are not being sold a government land. Because if you are sold a government land over a period of time, they will retrieve their land when they have need for it. They will demolish that house, no compensation whatsoever, and build whatever they want to build on that land. So, so a clear case is what happened in Lagos State. So many houses were demolished because it was built on a government property. Okay, so many houses were demolished. Lots of people were crying and yelling on social media, but that didn't stop or change anything because it was a government property and the government had need for the property. So before buying that property, you need to go to government Ministry of Land and find out if that land is a government property or not. Same thing happened in Uyo. A prominent man lost his house in Uyo. It was demolished. Even his political power could not save him because it was a government property. Okay, so if you get or build on a government property, no matter your status or whatsoever, it will be demolished. So before acquiring that property, you need to go to Ministry of Land in your state and ask for the architectural design of your state. This will mark out clearly government approved lands and lands owned by individuals. So before buying that land, go to Ministry of Land and ask them to tell you if that land is a government property or not before purchasing that land. Okay, my superstars? Alright, okay, before acquiring a property, you need to find out if that property is on a drainage. Any property that is on a drainage, no house is supposed to be built on top of drainage. Drainage is a passageway in which water passes to avoid flood in states. So if your land happens to be, if there's a drainage on that property, it will be demolished over time because it will cause obstruction to drainage and even your house could be at risk. It could collapse at any time. So you need to be sure that that property has no drainage, government drainage on it. If not, over time, it will be demolished. You also need to be sure that there are no mines or high tension cables on that property. If there's a high tension cable on that property, there's every chance that it will be demolished. Because should anything happen to you, the government will be held responsible in one way or the other. So if there's high tension on that property, then my superstars, please don't buy it. If it has mines hidden on that property or oil wells on that property, please don't buy it because it has every tendency to, if you build on that property, it will be demolished over time. Okay, my superstars, before acquiring a property, you need to know what you want to use that property for. Is it going to be for residential building, or is it going to be for building a commercial building? Every government have zones which are zoned out for commercial buildings, and those that are zoned out for residential buildings. So before acquiring a property, be sure you know what you want to do on that property. Is it for commercial building, for building a commercial place, or is it for residential area? So you need to be sure that whatever it is you want to do on that land is spelled out very well before acquiring that property. We have, especially in Lagos, we have residential areas, we have commercial areas. Different Abuja, we have residential areas, we have commercial areas. Okay, so you need to spell out specifically what you want to use that property for before acquiring it. Okay, my superstar. The next thing is that you need to acquire approval from approved government agencies before erecting any structures. You know, so many people just wake up and they just build anything. It's my land. I can do anything, whatever I want to do. It's my land. No, my superstars, if you do that, there's every chance that it will be demolished by government, or they will stop you from building. You need to get approval from the approved government agencies. Like in Uyo, we have Uyo City Development Authority. They are responsible for giving approval before any building can be erected in Akwa Ibom State, Uyo. So you need to consult with them and tell them and pay the necessary levies before erecting any structure. Okay, my superstars, these are things you need to know in real estate. Before doing anything in real estate, you have to be sure that it has met these few steps I have mentioned. Okay, my superstars. Alright, I'm Idon State Dating Young. I'm based in Akwa Ibom State, Uyo specifically. And in Uyo, we have good lands which are going for sale at the moment. If you have plans to get a property in Uyo, you can always send me a DM, send me a mail via idzillion@gmail.com, or send me a DM and I'll get right back to you. You can always reach me. We have great properties in Akwa Ibom State, Uyo, if you have plans to get one in Uyo. Uyo is a virgin area for real estate. Before now, we didn't have knowledge of real estate. As a matter of fact, so many people are coming in from other states to acquire lands in Uyo, while my people are just sitting there. Okay, so if you have plans to acquire land in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State is a virgin land filled with lots of lands and opportunities to make money from real estate. You could buy and resell, you could buy and build. Okay, like right now we have 10 plots of land going at 1.5 million in Apak. It's a DIF luxury estate located at Mbak Uyo. Okay, so if you need 500 square meters, you can reach out to me and or call me for inspection. Okay, my superstars, before acquiring, selling any property, before showing any property, ensure that all these things are duly inspected and it has met all the qualifications, and it won't bring problems later. Okay, or if you have plans to buy in your location, please ensure that you carry out all these checks before acquiring that property in your location. All right, okay, my superstars, please give me a thumbs up. All right, share this video, and if you have not subscribed, take a second to hit that subscribe button. Over a period of weeks, we'll be sharing lots and lots of tips on real estate. So my superstars, keep a date. If you have plans to delve into real estate, then keep a date. Okay, my superstars, till our next video, always and always remember that I love you. Bye, superstars.